Okay. Hello, everyone. I can see the ones on YouTube, right? Okay. Okay. Hello, everyone. All right. Excited? Have you done the sample paper too? If yes, you can type one in the chat. You can actually type it. Okay. Oh, thank you for all these likes. Okay. Thank you very much. Hello. Hello, everyone. Okay. So I hope that you've enjoyed all these questions in the sample paper, right? And please do finish all the sample paper in time, okay? Because we will go through some of the questions in it. And today we'll actually go through, I would say it should be the question 16 in both the paper 1 and the paper 2, okay? Okay, if you haven't make it to finish the sample paper 2, it's also okay, all right? It's also okay. We will go through one of the question in it and also one extra question. Okay. Hope you like all these shapes, right? Yeah. Thank you. So 2 minutes before we start. Oh, thank you. I can see some comment in here. I can see one of my students, right? Okay. Hello, Daniel. Thank you for your comment. Okay. And thank you for all these likes. Okay. All right. So this is the TASMO topic, shapes in equation. So it's not like the normal equation, right? With all these borrowed numbers, but we are adding more shapes in it, which gonna make it more interesting. Trust me. All right. Okay, so 1 minute before you start. Thank you for all these likes. Thank you. Okay, welcome, welcome. Oh, hello, Lucian. Okay, hello, guys. Hope you are ready for this one. Okay, it's gonna be very interesting. Okay, so I will say this is 7 o'clock, right? You guys, some of you guys just learned about time. It's 7 o'clock, which we can start our live lesson. And today's lesson, that is the shaping equation, okay, taught by me. Okay, some of you guys already know me, right? Okay, thank you for all of you guys. My name is Teacher Ziyan, and this is a little introduction about myself. And we can start it, okay, together with me, okay, a little cute me in here. So first of all, I would say it's almost the dinner time, right? So sometimes if you go to the Burger King, you will buy some burgers and also a drink. Now you can see that here, if one juice and two burgers cost you in total $25, and then you see that one juice and one burger cost you only $15. Can you work out the value, okay, for the, okay, sorry. Can you work out the value for the burger and the juice respectively? So now you will see that, first of all, you want to start from where? Do you want to start from the first row, or you want to start from the second one? So you'd prefer like a longer equation normally, or a shorter one? Yes, definitely the shorter one, right? And then you will see that the bottom one is slightly shorter, and we can start in here. So now you can see that for the bottom one is actually a combo, right? This is a combo of a juice and a burger. Now you can see that one juice and one burger cost you $15. Can you find one juice and one burger in the long equation above? Yes, you can, right? So now you find the same combo in here. Can you replace them with the given value as $15? Yes, $15 adding one burger equals to $25. Now, can you tell us to work out the value for one burger? Equation. Yes, that's $25 minus $15, which will get you $10, right? Okay, for the burger, right? Yes, it's gonna be 10, right? Some of you guys type the answer too quick, right? Yes, okay. So now burger, that is 10. Okay, remember to put the dollar sign. Remember the dollar sign is always in front. So burger is gonna be 10. And how to work out the juice? One question. I have the first equation, right? I also have the second equation. I use which equation to work out my value for juice? 1 or 2? You'd prefer the longer one to work it out, or the shorter one? Yes, it's definitely gonna be the shorter one. Okay, so for the shorter one, you already get the burger being $10. Then what is the equation for the juice? Yes, $15 minus $10. That is $5. Okay, for the juice, right? Yes, I can see that some of you guys get the emoji. All right, good job. So now you can see that we love the shaping equation, right? The shaping equation gonna make the question more interesting. But also, we need to use the correct method to solve this kind of equation. The first method in today's lesson is that you can always find the short equation in the long equation, and you replace the short equation as a whole part into the long equation to find it out. Okay, so after the replacement, the shape equation gonna only left with one type of shape. Okay, and then you can work out that shape first. All right, so that is our purpose. We always want to get a shape. We always want to get an equation with only one type of shape. Okay, so now another warm up. Okay, so seems like this is the after dinner dessert, right? So now you see, can you see one short equation and one long equation? Definitely, right? So if you have one short equation and one long equation, you can always think about, can I find the short equation inside the long equation? So I can see that in the short equation, I have the combination of a cherry adding a watermelon, right? So can you circle the same combination inside the long equation? Yes. Find it in here, right? 1 cherry and 1 watermelon. And I know the value, that is 5. So I replace 5 in here. Teacher, finish. I have 5 adding watermelon, adding cherry, adding watermelon equals to 13. Is that true? So now you can see that after one replacement for the second equation, is the second equation only left with one type of fruit? No, right? So the second equation still gets 2 types of fruit, which means, do I need to continue to do the replacement? Yes. All right. Then look at the remaining fruit. Can you find another short combination as the first equation? Yes, of course. Right. You will see that here. You can get the cherry and the watermelon. All right, another cherry and watermelon. Whoa, we get another 5. Okay. Whoa, amazing job. Some of you guys already get the correct answer. Nice. Very well done. So now you can see that. Let's reorganize, okay, the equation. We get 5 adding a watermelon. Okay, so this is a sloppy drawing. Adding another 5 equals to 13, which you can get the watermelon. Ooh, nice watermelon, right? Equals to 13 minus 5 minus 5. Okay, so 13 minus 5, 8, 8 minus 5, yes, 3. All right, so you can get the watermelon being 3. Okay, you can also get cherry being 2. But this question only asks you the value for the watermelon. So watermelon is 3. Okay, so now this is the first method. If you are given a long equation and a short equation, always find the shorter equation hidden inside the long equation and do the replacement. Also careful for the replacement. Can you do it more than once? Yes, you can do the replacement more than once. All right, good job. Very well done. Okay, thank you for the like. Wow, okay, you guys love this lesson, right? So let's continue, all right? Hey, I have like beautiful diamond and also the square. But then you will see that in here, look at these 2 equations carefully. Can you find one short and one long? Can you? Yes or no? Not really, right? Now you can see that it seems like for these 2 equations, they are kind of the same length, right? Then what should I do? I'm kind of lost. Which equation should we start with? I'm kind of lost in here. All right, so now you will see that looking at these 2 equations carefully. Let me mark it, equation 1 and equation 2. All right, then you'll see that can you find an equation that is quite special, that is not quite similar as the previous one? Can you? Yeah, the second one, right? So for the second equation, can you find out any numbers inside the second equation? Wow, no, I can't find the numbers in the second equation. All the items in the second equation are the shapes. So what should I do? I'm kind of lost in here. So I need some help, right? And then you will see that between the diamond and the square, which one can be my life savior? Which one can be my little help? Huh? Who is my little help? Okay, so now I will say the square gonna be the little help. You know why? Because the little help is always the only one on one side of this equation. We can always use other shapes to represent the little help. Okay, after I can use other shapes to represent the little help, back to the first question, back to the first equation. Can you replace out the little help? Yes. So you can see that 2 diamonds equals to a little help, which you can replace the little help in the first equation using 2 diamonds. All right. So now, okay, am I lagging in here? Not really, right? Seems like I'm kind of lagging in the YouTube part. Okay. So now you will see that for the first equation, after the replacement, eventually I achieve my purpose. I get an equation with only one type of shape. That is the diamond in here. And we have 3 diamonds. 3 diamonds adding together get you 9. What's the value for 1 diamond? Yes, of course. All right. The value for 1 diamond, that is 3. All right. But also, I would say, teacher, I'm finished. I'm finished with this part. Is that true? Okay. No, that's not true. You see that we still need to work out the square. The square is actually 2 diamonds adding together. That is 6. All right. Okay. Also, are you 100% sure about your answer? Are you? Maybe some of you guys are confident enough to say your answer is correct. But sometimes it will be better that we can double check our answer. All right. You get the diamond equal to 3, the square equal to 6. Then can you put it back to the first equation? You will see that actually we have 6 adding 3 equals to 9. Okay, that's correct, which also proves that we get the correct answers. All right, so very well done. All right. Now it's the picky time, which you need to find the little helper. So in an equation, the little helper is always the one on one side of the equation. So if you want to find the little helper, you always find the one that is on the one side of the equation. So now, okay, so I use some magic, right? So who is the little helper? The orange or the mango? So look at the first equation. Which fruit is the only one on one side of this equation? Yes, mango, right? Okay, good job. So the little helper is always the one that is on one side of this equation. Little helper is kind of lonely, right? I agree. All right, what about this one? So who is the little helper? All right. So now you can see that you get 2 types of fruit, right? Then you will see that which fruit is the only one on one side of this equation? The watermelon. Okay, good job. Everyone, very well done. And what about this one? See, who is the little helper? Can you like shout out apples? I would say, which apple? Red one or the green one? Okay, so red one or the green one. Who is my little helper? Yes, the little helper is always the only one on one side of this equation. That is the green one. Okay, sad green one. Okay, the little helper. Oh, seems like this is a fun, right? So now, guys, who is my little helper in here? The pig or the chicken? Which one? So which animal is the only one on one side of this equation? Yes, the lonely piggy, right? Okay, it is the lonely piggy that is the only one on one side of this equation. So it is our little helper. Okay, so now let's move on to another one. All right. So today we just passed the 15 minutes and we already introduced 2 tips in solving the shape-thing equation. Do we have more? Yes, we have more. Okay, so the last one. Okay, the last tips and tricks. You will see that here. Have you played a seesaw before? Maybe, right? Maybe play a seesaw before. Then you will see that for now, okay, this seesaw is quite balanced, right? They get the same height on both sides. Then you will see that here, the left apple is set. He said that leaving. All right. So if one apple on the left side leaving, how will the seesaw tilt? The C side will tilt in here, right? The lighter the higher, the lower, the heavier. Okay, so the seesaw will tilt, right? This is how, this is what this watermelon says. It says that if you leave, this seesaw will tilt. So I don't like a tilted seesaw, right? I like a balanced seesaw as always. So to make, so I would say, okay, if I cross out an apple, you will see that to make this seesaw balanced again, what should I do? What should I do? On the right side, I have to do something, right? Can I say, oh, since this watermelon, you speak up, so you be the volunteer, you live in here. Can you? No, right? So now you see that, okay, the watermelon gonna say it's unfair, and still you will not get a balanced seesaw. So on the right side, I need to let the same item living as well. All right, so now you can see that the right apple says, what can we do to balance the seesaw? So it's definitely bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye for you. Then you see that if you take away one apple on both sides of the seesaw will still keep balanced. All right, same thing happened for the equation. If you cancel the same item on both sides of the equation, then the equation still stands, okay? So sometimes in an equation, if especially you have a super long equation, to shorten this equation, it will be always better that you can cancel the same item on both sides out, okay? All right, so now, let's see, okay? If you have your sample paper 1, it will be better that you can take it out to turn to the question 16, okay? So for the question 16 in here, you will see that I have a long equation, I have a short equation. So what's my first step? Guys, I will always say, do you love the long equation? Not really, right? We don't like the long equation. So we always try to make the long equation slightly shorter. And the first step is always, check it out. Can you cancel the same item on both sides of the equation? Yes. So for the equation 1, you see that which shape appear on both sides of this equation? Triangle. Can we cancel them out? Yes. I have one triangle cancelled, and I cancel the other one. Okay, which I get a slightly shorter equation. Okay, but still, this equation is still quite long, right? So how to make this equation like even shorter? The second step is that you can find the short in long, right? So the second equation is quite short, and it has the combination of star adding square, adding square. Can you find the same combination in the first equation? Yes. So you can circle it. Okay, let me circle it together. Okay, 1 star and 2 squares. Okay, so now you can find the same combination, and this combination gets the value of 20. Okay, so after you substitute the short equation inside the long equation, you can actually make the long equation even shorter and simpler with only one type of shape in it. That is 20 adding the square equals to 28. We get the square equals to 28 minus 20 equals to 8. All right. So I say, teacher, I'm finished. Is that true? Teacher, I'm finished? No. You want to work out the value for the star, right? Then you will see that you get the value for the square. You want to work out the value of the star in the long equation or in the short one? Yeah, definitely in the short one, right? So in the short one, let's do the substitution. I have 8, I have 8. You can get the star equal to 20 minus 8 minus 8. That is 20 minus 8, 12, 12 minus 8, 12. Good job. Okay. All right, so this is how we get it. Oh, thank you for the lights. Okay, thank you for the likes. All right, so now you get the value for the star, okay, being 4. And we can move on to the next question, okay? All good for this one? All good, then you can hit the like, hit the thumb up button, okay, or hit the like, okay, to show me your response, okay? All right. Thank you. So now let's move on to the question 16 in the paper 2. Okay, if you have, okay, oh. If you have the paper 2 on hand, okay, very interesting emoji, right? If you have the paper 2 on hand, please take it out and put it into the question 16, okay? So if you haven't done it yet, no worries, we can sort it out together. All right, so now you will see that here, I get 2 equations. I get a shorter one and a longer one, right? Whoa, and the second one is like super long. So let's first find it out. Can you cancel the same item on both sides? And for the equation 1, can you see the same item appear on both sides? No, right? So maybe we move on to the question 2. Let's check it out, okay? So now you can see that for the second equation, can you see the same shape on both sides? Still no, right? Which means for now, can you like make the longer equation shorter by cancel the same item on both sides? Not really, right? So let's move on to the second one. Can you find the short in long or the little helper? So now you will see that for the first equation, is the first equation with or without number? The first equation don't have the number, but you do have one shape appear on one side of this equation. Can it be our little helper? Yes, we can, right? So now you can see that. Thank you for the square. You are our life savior. You are our little helper in here. So now you find the little helper. Let's put a crown on it. Then you will see that after you find the little helper, you can replace the little helper on the second equation. So the little helper can be represented using one triangle and 2 circles, right? So you can cancel it out and put one triangle. Let's put it in here, okay? One triangle, 2 square. One triangle, 2 circles. And cancel this square to put it one triangle and 2 circles. All right. So now you can see that here on both sides of the second equation, it is like super long, right? Which means, can you make it shorter? Can you see the same shape appear on both sides? Yes, definitely right. So now this is my favorite part. Do the cancellation, okay? So we need to cancel it one by one, okay? So I have one triangle, I cancel with one. One circle, I cancel with one. Another circle, I cancel with one. One triangle, cancel with one. One circle, cancel with one. One circle, cancel with one. So now after the cancellation, not only you make this equation shorter, but also inside the equation, you have how many types of shape in it? You only get one type, right? Which means we achieved our purpose. That is, after the replacement, I only get one type of shape inside the equation. That is the triangle. So put it clearly, okay? So you get triangle adding triangle adding triangle equals to 9. So 3 triangles equals to 9. What is the value for one triangle? Yes, 3. Good job. Okay. Yes, very well done. All right. Yes, very well done. I can see that some of you guys already get the answer in the comments. Good job. Good job. Very well done. All right. So now this is how we sort it out. But it's still not the end of the lesson yet, right? Which I also prepared you another question. Ready for that? Okay. Wow, you have so many shapes, which we like, right? The more the merrier. Then you will see that in here, okay? Okay, so then you will actually see in here, okay? You have how many equations in total? You actually have 3, right? Okay, then you will see that still we actually stick to the two tips. Okay, first of all, let's see, can we cancel the same item on both sides? Okay, let me mark it, okay? I have the equation 1, I have the equation 2, I have the equation 3. All right, so among the equation 1, 2, 3, which equation I can make it slightly shorter by canceling the same item on both sides? 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's 1, right? Why is 1? Okay, not only 1 is the longest one, but also can you see the same shape on both sides? That is the heart. Yes, you can see the heart appear on both sides, right? Which means, can you do the cancellation? Yes, I can't wait to do the cancellation. In here, right? Okay. Okay, it's actually equation 2 tips, right? You can either find the shorting long or find the little helper. So after the cancellation, can you see the little helper? Little helper is the shape that is alone on one side of this equation, right? Can you see a shape that is alone on one side of this equation? No, right? So this one, I can't use the little helper, which I only left with find shorting long, all right? So still, I would say we actually have like two different ways to do the replacements. Okay, you can try like either of it. So now you can see that here. Let's find the shorting long, all right? So look at the first equation. You actually get the combination of the diamond adding the heart equals to 2 triangles. Does this, like the combination of diamond and heart, looks familiar to you? Yes, right? So you find the same combination on the second equation, right? So can you substitute the diamond and heart with 2 triangles? Yes, all right. So you can substitute in here, which let me write it more clearly, all right? So let's see, we have the triangle, adding a triangle, adding a diamond, equals to 38. All right. Oh, that's still tricky. After one replacement, in the second equation, I still get 2 types of shape. I can't get like one type of shape only. So what should I do? Can I stop doing the replacement? No, right? This is the time that you continue to do the replacement. But you continue to do the replacement as how? You already used the equation 1, right? And replace the equation 1 into the equation 2. Which equation you haven't used it yet? Which one? Third one, right? Okay. So let me change the color, okay? All right. So in the third one, you get the combination of the triangle adding the diamond equals to 27, right? All right. So can you find this short combination inside the second equation? Okay, is the internet okay? Right. Okay, thank you for the comment. All right, so now you can actually see that here, I can find this short combination over there, right? So that is one triangle, adding a diamond. You can replace it with the exact value as 27. So after you do the replacement, you can get 27 adding the diamond equal to 38. All right. So now you can see that for the diamond, it is 38 minus 27 equals to 11. All right, so the diamond is 11. How to work out the triangle in here? Okay, guys, one more question for all of you guys. To work out the value of triangle, which equation you want to use? 1, 2, or 3? So if you try to work out the value, okay, you always pick the shorter one. No matter how, we always love the shorter equation, right? Shorter equation means that is easier. So now you can actually substitute the value of the diamond inside the, okay, let me change the color, okay? Inside the third equation, that is 11 in here, which, okay, let me draw an arrow. Which after the substitution, the third equation become triangle adding 11 equals to 27. So what is the value of triangle adding triangle? That is 27 minus 11, that is 16. Okay, so now we get two triangles adding together equal to 16. Can you work out the value for one triangle? Can you split 16 equally into two parts? Yes, 8 and 8. So the triangle, oh, okay, so, oh, yeah, okay. So the triangle is actually 8, all right. So now this is the 8 in here, and, okay, okay. Thank you for the comment, okay. And finally, for the heart, can you sort it out by yourself? All right, can you sort it out by yourself? Okay, so after the class, you can give it a try, okay? But here, I still need to went through the question all by yourself. Okay, so for the, let's say we can use the equation 1, all right? Equation 1, we have the diamond already being 11, right? And the triangle is already being 8. So for the equation 1, it will become 11 adding the heart equals to 8 adding 8. That is 11 adding the heart equals to 16. So heart is 16 minus 11 equals to 5. Okay, so now you will see that this is how we sort it out. Okay, yes, some of you guys already get the answer. Oh, that's amazing, right? Okay. And also, I would say sometimes after you get the answer, you can always double check, right? So maybe you can use the second equation. Part is 5. 5 adding 3 11s. That is 3 11s is 33. 33 adding 5, 38. You get the answer. Okay. So always do the double checking. Okay. So I would say this is all for today, right? So today, is that hard? It's not hard, right? Just to do the replacement one by one. Okay, it's not hard. Try it out by yourself. Okay, so now today, actually, we have 3 tips and tricks. We need to find the short and long. Sometimes we can also find a little helper. And sometimes to make the longer equation slightly shorter, you can cancel the same item on both sides. All right, so I would say this is the end of today's lesson. Hope you enjoyed it, right? You must enjoy it. And for the next live lesson, it will be next Tuesday, starting at 7 o'clock. Okay, so I will say see you later. And for the next session, it's still gonna be the teacher Mingjie, right? Okay, hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumb up or give me a like in the comments. Okay, so thank you and bye-bye. Thank you, bye-bye. Okay, thank you for the likes. Wow, thank you. Okay, enjoy your night and I will see you next time. Okay. Good job. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.